Darian for the introductions.
The world's most famous arena. Madison Square Garden Boxing. Bob Goodman, Vice President and Matchmaker, and Pat Fleming, Assistant Matchmaker, present Fight Night's main event, a scheduled 10-round heavyweight bout. The judges, Bernie Friedkin, Dr. Marvin Goldberg, and Judge Jack DeFaris. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Carl Duke Schroeder. The timekeeper to bell is Cecilio Pedraja. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round heavyweight bout, referee Arthur Mercanti Sr. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with the red trim. He tipped in at an even 218 pounds. This gentleman has 17 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws, with 4 knockouts. All the way from São Paulo, Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome aboard Manuel De Almeida. De Almeida. And his opponent in the red corner. He too is wearing the white trunks with the red trim. He weighed in at an even 227 pounds. This young man has 34 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, with 21 knockouts. A native of Akron, Ohio, and now residing in Miami Beach, Florida. The former World Boxing Association heavyweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Michael Dynamite Dokes. Dokes.
6th fight in 8 months for Michael Dokes. Arthur Mercanti is the referee for this main event. Michael Dokes has won his last 5 fights since resuming his career. Knockouts in rounds 5, 7, 10, 7, and 1. He stopped Andrew Stokes on the live card at Madison Square Garden's main arena June 27th, prior to the closed circuit telecast of the Spinks Tyson fight. Bill Slayton, the man in the corner there, his new trainer, who formerly handled Ken Norton.
Guided Kenny to the heavyweight championship of the world.
Scheduled for 10, Manuel De Almeida, 30 years old, from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and Dokes quickly out and all over De Almeida.
And Slayton did it with Kenny Norton. Kenny didn't even win a championship fight.
Dokes, on the 27th of June, was down about 223, I believe it was, for the fight against Stokes. He's up a little in this fight to 227, but he looks very good.
Especially if you look at pictures of him back in December. When he came back December 17th, 1987 against KP Porter, he weighed 245 pounds, and much of it was around his midsection.
De Almeida is putting some pressure on Dokes. The record with only 4 knockouts indicates a lack of punching power, but the one thing to look at with De Almeida is his hands come down when he throws his punches, a lot from the side. The right hand is coming from the side. Dokes has been exploring the midsection of De Almeida early in this first round.
I like watching Dokes put those combinations together. He can still turn them loose. Dokes is a pretty quick starter. He's knocked out 6 men in the first round. The biggest one, of course, in December of 1982 when he stopped Mike Weaver in just over 1 minute for the WBA heavyweight title, one of the fastest knockouts in heavyweight history.
The boxers didn't call the fashion department. They're both in there with white trunks and red trim.
That's right.
Michael Dokes says he plans to take a few weeks off after this fight. He's been going at a non-stop pace for about a year now. Resumed his training last August. Good combination. And he was at 283. He's knocked off 60 pounds. This is his 6th fight since resuming his pro career. And he feels he needs a little bit of time off. back into the ring late September. Half a minute to go in round one.
Dropping his hands and pulling away like that is not going to do De Almeida any good, because sooner or later, if he keeps doing that, Dokes is going to step in with a hook to the head.
He's wide open for a counter, but right now Dokes is taking the lead and doing it well. Late in round one.
Some things in life you just can't improve on, and this is one of them. Beeman's chewing gum.
Before De Almeida was to stick and move, and he's been doing little of either. Dokes lands the left hook. De Almeida has been stopped only once. That was in his last fight. That fight stopped on cuts. Dokes warned by Arthur Mercanti to keep his punches up. You know, we had that suggestion on the Fight Night poll about stricter enforcement of fouls. Arthur Mercanti is one of the strictest referees in the ring. He gets in there in a hurry and takes charge when he sees anything going wrong. Dokes got nabbed. He got tagged.
That's just what I was going to say. That chin was right out there. Dokes has never been a defensive specialist. That's because he likes to come in and throw punches. And any man who opens himself up is vulnerable to getting hit.
Sharp jab by Dokes. Dokes feels that he's a more well-rounded fighter now. He feels he's changed his style and is attacking more, whereas he used to be mostly a counterpuncher. Right now he's backing off, but still not taking advantage. Look where that right hand is being thrown by De Almeida. Way down from the side.
De Almeida's landed several right hands. About 30 seconds ago, he put a sharp right hand just underneath the left eye of Dokes.
Mostly it's down, and Dokes should be able to take advantage of it, but he hasn't.
There's a cut now in the bridge of the nose of De Almeida.
De Almeida's last fight was April 13th in London, where he was stopped in the 7th round. A cut on the top of the forehead at the hairline caused the fight to be stopped. Lost to Gary Mason.
Gary Mason, a bright young talent over in England. De Almeida's making a mistake. If he goes chasing Dokes around and tries to knock him out, because that is not his fight, Sam. If he's going to win, he's got to box all night long.
Dokes not taking charge of this fight. He's landing a few shots. Good left hook. That time he took advantage of the right hand being down. End of round two.
At the end of the round, De Almeida fired a right hand that Dokes got underneath and came up with a nice counter left hand to the head.
Round three, scheduled for 10. But the way this night is gone, this is just about time for this one to almost be finished. Dokes with a nice combination, finished with a good straight right hand. De Almeida has never been knocked out. The last fight was stopped on cuts, lost on a TKO. Good hands of Dokes. He's real quick. But Dokes has left himself open. Dokes' corner yelling to him, don't pull out. stay in there and go after De Almeida. But Dokes has slowed down his pace.
What Dokes is trying to do now is just plant his feet and launch the big right hand and sharp left hook. He wants to try to get it over with. His corner, though, they want him to launch more combinations. They don't want to see him go for that one-shot knockout.
Good jabs by Dokes. Trying to plant his feet and land the right hand, and he did, but he's taking some counter left hooks from De Almeida. Good body shot. Whoa! They're taking the round away from Dokes. Arthur Mercanti has taken the round away from Michael Dokes. Low blows. Good right hand rocks De Almeida back. Dokes may say, the heck with that, I'll just take him out of here.
Our fans want to see stricter enforcement of the rules. They just saw it there from the veteran Arthur Mercanti.
De Almeida taking a lot of punches and not doing much sticking and moving. Good combination. Dokes follows up. De Almeida covers up. Dokes firing through there with the uppercut. Just seems like a little fatigue sets in, and Dokes pulls back and collects himself.
Dokes figures he did it once, he could do it again.
De Almeida, pretty easy target. Takes the right hand from Dokes. Time winding down in round 3. Round 4, scheduled for 10. Now, there's some question as to whether Arthur Mercanti took the round away or just took a point away from Dokes in the scoring.
Well, the scoring here in New York right now is done on a round system, so I don't see how he can take a point away. He must have taken the round away. If indeed the scoring system has changed, we go to the point system one day, then we can take a point away, but it's whatever the scoring system is on. In New York, it's on the round system with a supplemental point system backing it up, which is just really silly.
This is round 4. Right hand by Dokes.
Dokes teeing off them, snapping the jab in the face of De Almeida and trying to drop that right hand right on his chin.
De Almeida comes right back and pressures him a little bit. Good combination by Dokes. Looking a little tired here.
He's got his mouth open. I'm sure he's going to be looking for a second win soon because he's been throwing a lot of punches. Heavyweights normally don't throw as many shots as Michael Dokes does. Heavyweights are traditionally one-punch bombers. They look for a big right hand or a big left hook.
But Dokes is not really the type of fighter who sets himself and throws that big punch. He goes with the fast hands. That time, the faster hands belong to De Almeida. Landed that left hook.
We talked about fast hands before. We mentioned Jack Johnson, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Forgot to put in Lloyd Patterson. 2 of the fastest hands in the history of the division.
Blood trickling down the nose of De Almeida. Dokes continues to work with that left hand. Good right. Good straight right by Dokes.
Nothing slow about those shots. And he's putting snap on the punches, too. They're not just arm punches.
Not much on the punches of De Almeida, and he's backed up again by Dokes. The punch is picked off by De Almeida. Dokes is slowed down. He's missing more now. And after a quick, impressive start, the pace is really slowed. And this fight has just ended. Manuel De Almeida will not answer of the bell for round 5. Put another victory in the column of Michael Dokes, his 6th since beginning his comeback 8 months ago in December. The actual training began about a year ago, last August. And Michael Dokes has won a TKO, receives congratulations from his advisor, Marty Cohen. What a man that Marty Cohen is. 90 years young and has done a great job in helping Michael Dokes get his life straightened out. Michael Dokes, but a less than impressive win, Randy. I thought he started well. De Almeida was really not a tough opponent, couldn't hurt him, was wide open, and Dokes kind of slowed down in the last 2 rounds.
Well, one of my favorite boxing personalities, Gil Clancy, always says you can't dance with a man who just, or with a partner who can't dance. You can't look good. And in this case, Michael Dokes went in there and he just tried to dance with his opponent, who just didn't dance back, wasn't that good an opponent, was just there, was really an opponent. That's all.
His title, so it has been a long layoff. He's fought only twice in 1986, and this is his first fight since last August. We're set for the introduction. So
a little nose-to-nose stare down.
I don't know. The coffee man might be sent out for a cup of coffee if he's not careful.
Well, you know, at the press conference this week, I detected the fact that Michael Dokes doesn't think he's in the best conditions for this fight. He took it on short notice. He had been disappointed that his fight was called off. But I just think that he has the right opponent. I mean, as far as form or credentials are concerned, Curtis Isaacs doesn't belong in the ring with Michael Dokes.
Scheduled for 10, but don't go away. This one could end in a hurry. Curtis Isaac, a one-time sparring partner of Pinklon Thomas. Was supposed to fight Pinklon Thomas, but that fight fell through.
Pinklon Thomas, Prince Charles Williams, Glenn Hutchins, you know. But being a sparring partner is a little different than being in a fight. And he's already fighting like a sparring partner, covering up, letting Dokes bang away.
I'm impressed with Dokes' weight, Gil. I really am. I just feel that he's worked to get the weight down. He started his comeback after deciding he wanted to get back into the ring at 283 after the bout with drugs and alcohol.
So Michael Dokes deserves all the credit in the world. For him to be where he is right now is a miracle after where he came from.